Hey,
Hey,
there he is, the captain.
what's going on, Rob?
What's happening, my man?
Well, good. Well, here we are again.
Well, you got some
Another.
people in the chat already. Yes, here we are,
Hey,
and
there's Mondo.
Mondo Cinema is not late.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, John. Yeah, sorry about that last week, John. It was we're a little late to the party, but that's okay. You can always relive it again. You can always go back and watch it again. Hey,
Hola, Jason.
Ginger,
Ginger
Ginger
Ninja.
Ninja, ahoy,
Ahoy.
ahoy,
Captain
ahoy.
Cesar.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
there we
Stacy.
go.
Hello. Have a great
Oh,
program. Thank you very much.
yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Stacy. I hope that's
Appreciate
like.
that.
I hope I hope she said like she wasn't saying that like she was just checking in to say hi, but she has something else to do. I hope she sticks around.
Yeah.
She gives
I
us a lot
mean,
of material to work with. We ought to hire her.
100%.
Yeah.
I was going to say, where else can she be? You know what I mean? Like, where else would you want to be on that
I don't
show?
know. She could probably find something better to do. I'm sure, but we can't.
Crusher.
That's why we're here, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Where's
Crusher.
Krasha? Krasha's here. Krasha. I keep meaning to subscribe to Crusher's channel. By
So
the
here
time
we
we're
go.
yeah.
We'll jump right into it with who would be a good
Oh
good for Rodney Dangerfield biopic.
oh man, no one. He
One
couldn't do
chap
it.
she knows suggested Brendan Fraser,
Yeah. I don't know.
maybe
No,
Defoe or someone else.
I don't think Defoe. I just think you couldn't do it. I think he's one of those guys that you couldn't even bother. Like I'm surprised they did an Andy Kaufman thing with Jim Carrey. They did a
Right.
biopic with him, and that really didn't work either, in my opinion. It just seemed like you can't really do that. Some people you just can't duplicate. I don't know. Rodney Dangerfield, that'd be a tough one. I wouldn't know who to.
Yeah, so
Brendan
that's
Fraser?
what you're saying that you don't think anybody can pull it off,
No, I don't. I don't think they could. I really don't. I
hmm.
mean, especially the look. I mean, I don't
Especially the
know.
look.
I would think the look is the most important because that dude. I mean, I loved him, but man, that guy
But
was an ugly guy.
something. Now I got it. I'm like seeing it in my head. And I'm thinking of Brendan Fraser. I'm thinking of that movie that he was just in, The Whale.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know he's a pretty talented guy. I mean, I'm not saying he couldn't pull it off. I just think I don't
I
know.
think
It'd be hard.
I think that maybe they can make him kind of look like him a bit.
Hmm. What was the movie he was in, like in the mid '90s or late '90s, where he did like a bunch of characters, where he was in a they did him up with like different makeup, and was it Monkey Bone or what was it? The one where I think it's with Elizabeth Hurley, where like it was a Bedazzled. Does that ring a
Bedazzled, yeah,
bell?
he was in
Yeah.
Bedazzled with Elizabeth Hurley for sure.
Yeah, and that one he does like a bunch of different characters, so they have like makeup, like prosthetics on him. And he looks ridiculous,
Right.
but he does a really
I
good
watched
job with that.
Bedazzled a couple of times, man, and that's a movie you could watch on mute because
Hmm.
it's still nice to look at.
Yeah, yeah.
So she
I
says
never.
Ed Harris, 1985 was a tough year for Ed Harris in independent film.
Mm,
Okay, flops called Alamo Bay and Chasing the Green or something. Both environmental dramas. Ever find those ones on VHS or Beta or CED?
mm-mm.
No,
No,
I don't know.
mm-mm. I mean, I
Alamo
barely.
Bay, the
Yeah.
Chase.
Mm-mm.
No, Chase maybe. I don't know. It kind of sounds familiar, but there's a lot of Chase titles.
Chase the green or something.
Chase the Green
Yeah.
or something.
I mean, I don't find any. If we're talking about in the wild, I don't.
Ah,
I don't find any VHS, let alone CDs.
what do you think about that,
Uh,
Paul Giamatti?
hmm. It's not bad. That's a good. That's a good. I don't know. I mean, I just don't think it could be done. I really don't. I just think
Fair enough.
Rodney
Fair enough.
Dangerfield was just so unique in that. I don't know. That's a good one though. That's a good suggestion.
Yes, I agree, and I
You
think
know.
that if he could pull it off, that'd be pretty cool to see. But
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't know. It would be hard to make somebody look like Dangerfield. I mean, maybe sound like him, but I'd look like him. That'd be hard to do.
sound like him for sure because I've heard many
Yeah.
people. I have
Oh
heard
yeah.
many people do an impersonation sound
Yeah.
wise.
Plenty of them, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
I got a lot of movies, videos nowadays. It used to be, but I do run a lot of wrestling shows. If anyone is interested in that content video,
Hmm. Wrestling shows. Do you mean like live shows or do you mean like videos? because that'd be very interesting either way.
The Dangerfield question I have been pondering lately too, Rob. I agree.
Oh, what am I not here? It's just addressing you.
Come on now, don't leave with the captain now. Come on, that's not
Yeah,
good.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt. We're only 10 minutes in, and I'm hurt.
I guess because I was
Uh,
pondering it a bit more. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. It's a great question. I don't know. I don't know.
I
It
like
would.
to get back into movie collecting videos, but
I'm
sure,
not sure
not
where to
sure where to
start.
start.
Mm.
Start whatever you love.
You know what? Yeah, what's easy? I think do it alphabetically. That's kind of a good place to start. Start
Yeah,
with A's and work your way down or up, or
there you
however you
go.
want to do it.
That's why you come here to get the quality
That's right.
information and
You,
advice.
you. That's why you come here. I mean, I
The
don't know why you would.
captain
It's a
knows what
very
he's talking
educational
about.
show. Very educational show.
Parts unknown. Hey, what's going on, Russ?
Hey, Capitana,
Tana.
Capitana.
I like Giamatti for that, maybe, or Robert Downey
Hmm,
Jr.
I don't know. Yeah, He'd have to wear a suit, a fat suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
John Goodman. Mm,
you can pick Robert Downey Jr. for pretty much anything because, like,
yeah.
the things he's done, it's like who's going to argue with you?
Hmm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
Goodman.
He's too old. I'd say he's too old.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it would be really hard to make him look like
Yeah.
even close to it.
I would say. I mean, if maybe like back in the late '80s, John Goodman would be cool.
Hmm.
But I mean, not now. I think he's just too old.
What's happening,
Hey,
Joshua?
Josh. Hello, Josh. Josh.
Someone that knew or worked with him, like RJD, maybe for Rodney.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Downey Jr., maybe. Something fun I was pondering lately while on a walk the other day. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Video game show.
Video game show. Okay. I mean, I'm so confused. So are they videos? Hey, man, just Mikey's here.
Mikey's digging your hat.
Oh, thank you, Mikey. Yes, like I was telling Rob backstage, I wear hats because the lighting reflecting off my bald head would be less like a whiteout condition. That's why I wear hats for lighting purposes, not necessarily for style. It just happens to be stylish. But
This happens to be like that.
yeah, yeah,
Here she goes to Rob and the captain.
yeah. Oh well.
Would you
Hmm.
rather be a cab driver on Fifth Element or Total Recall?
Oh, I don't
That's a
know.
good question. I like that.
That's a good question too. I'd have to go with I'd have to go with Total Recall. Fifth Element seemed a little bit too restrictive because you can only have so many.
I'm gonna say Fifth Element.
You really like because
Yeah.
you can only smoke so many cigarettes a day. Like you can only it's very government restricted, and I think driving a cab on Mars would be pretty cool.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah. Driving a cab on Mars would be pretty cool.
unless I
But
mean, I'm not saying I'd want to be a Johnny Cab. I'd want to be like Benny, you know. But
you might become a mutant number one.
yeah,
Um,
but I wouldn't betray Arnold. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
no, no, not would I.
Man, I ain't even married.
I would take Fifth Element because I always loved the way they did the city scenery. Like above the
Hmm.
clouds, they're
Yeah.
so high up in the air with the population and whatnot.
Hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was probably the best sci-fi movie that came out in a while. When that came out, when was that? When did that movie come out? 98.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I
It's
think it
like
was the
there really wasn't a really elaborate sci-fi movie that had come out before then.
Mm,
For like a long time, I'd say, and that's kind of broke the fast.
I dig that movie.
Hmm.
Tom Sizemore, if motivated and alive.
That's two key two key ingredients to the recipe. Yeah, certainly the alive part is the more important. Hey, thanks, Mikey.
A great
What a
look.
guy. See, he's buttering me up here.
Do you have any CEDs, Captain?
I used to have two, but I sold them, and it took me forever to sell them because nobody knows what they are. Uh, I know I have vendors at the expos that have bins of them, and there's always a conversation like, "Well, what are these?" and it's just always fun to talk about them because nobody knows about them. They're like totally forgotten about, but they were a pretty big deal. They were, in competition with Laserdisc, or
Hmm.
when they came out. But the thing, like Laserdiscs were like CDs, and CEDs were like records. There was only like vinyl records for your television,
Right.
and they had a little stylus that played. It's always fun, and it's impossible to find a working player. Now, I did have a vendor at the last expo who did have a working player,
Nice.
and yeah, I don't know if he sold it or not. I didn't get a chance to talk to him about that, but that's the only one I've ever seen. Yeah,
If I was
so
there, I probably would have picked that up because I'm sure I can pass that
oh
on.
yeah. Well, I know there was somebody, because my buddy, he owns a record shop. He was showing me this listing that somebody had a working CED player with like a big collection of CEDs. He went at like $600 for everything, and he
Wow.
was one. He said he was like, should I get this? I said, well, and the thing is, like, I mean, that's not a bad price for a
No, it's not
working
terrible.
player. With all it had like a bunch of stuff, like a lot of really cool titles, a lot of horror stuff. And I said, well, I mean, it's you could get that because he wanted to get it to like to resell at his
Right.
shop. And I said, well, you're probably going to be sitting, probably sit on it for a while, but I think somebody would definitely want it eventually, and you probably could put like 900 on that whole lot. I think that'd
Yeah,
be
maybe.
because you don't find a working player, you're not going to find one.
No, no, it's
You
true.
know, and
I
yeah, see,
At the flea market, I go to a buddy of mine who's probably going to be on my channel sooner or later, having a watch party with me. Retro nostalgic on YouTube. Go check them out.
okay, okay.
He had a bunch of CEDs and laser discs together, and people used to come by all the time thinking they were albums.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. They're pretty much the same size. I mean,
And then they
especially laser discs. Yeah.
yeah, the laser discs were in front, and then they get to the CEDs, and they'd be looking at them funny, and be like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
And we'd be like, and then we tell them what it
Yeah.
is, you know.
Is, is this the Mac and Me soundtrack on vinyl? No, that's Mac and Me on CED.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. I did. I mean, I had when I did have them, Stacey Akers and movies. I only had two. It was The Fog and Extro. You ever see Extro? It's like a horror movie
Yeah,
version of ET.
yeah,
That was only two I had.
that's a good one.
Yeah. I know a
That's a
lot of
pretty
people.
popular tape as well.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. But I know a lot of people get them just to like hang them up on the wall, like pictures, because you can't display them on a shelf like you normally would. Like, I mean, laser discs, you can't even do that because they're too thin. I mean,
Yeah, the
some of them
light.
are thick enough where you can see what's on the spine, but as far as displaying them, you'd have to like hang them up like a picture. And so I know a lot of people do that with the CEDs. That's all you can do with it because you're not going to find a working player. I mean, chances are very slim of that.
Yeah, it's hard.
But, yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
there you go.
okay. I see. I see. So it's like a Twitch.
Oh.
It's like a Twitch thing.
He runs a
Is that?
wrestling show on the game that is
Mhm.
where the Crusher name is from.
That's cool. Yeah, I had the. Mondo has
Mon-
8. Which
Mono's got
ones do
like
you
eight.
have, Mondo?
Let us know those titles.
Yeah.
Did you fancy the Hardy Boys books at all
Hmm.
as a lad?
Um. No, I
Would you like to
didn't.
see an action comedy?
I wouldn't mind. I think that'd be a good idea. I'm surprised I haven't done that yet. Yeah.
I like it. I like any kind of like sleuth detective kind of thing.
Hmm. Yeah. I
Back
think it
in
would be
Canada
cool.
here, when I was younger, we had a TV show called Deke Wilson's Mysteries, and it was like shot in I think it was Windsor, Ontario.
Oh, really? Hmm.
And it was a kid. He was like a neighborhood kid. He was a skateboarder kid. Had like a little office in his parents' garage, and he ran. He was the neighborhood PI. You know what I mean?
Imagine it. Imagine having to go to a kid to like solve a mystery for you. That'd be kind of weird. I don't think I'd do it.
Well, Deke was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can
Yeah.
say.
I think a Hardy Boys movie would be cool if
Oh,
like
he
they
has
were
a
like,
working player for sale. Look at that.
oh, it does. Cool deal. If the Hardy movies were Hardy Boys were like old and like kind of disheveled, and they have to like work their way back into like their confidence,
Hmm.
kind of like how Stella got her groove back, but with the Hardy Boys.
He's got a working player. That's nice.
Hmm. That's a rare thing, John. Rare thing.
Building a
Mondo
decent
John
CED
Doe.
collection so far. Sometimes former RCA employees have loads of
Hmm.
them at state sale. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. If you got them, you're kind of stuck with them.
Russell
CED
wants to know what a CED is, Cap.
CED is kind of like a record for movies. It was in competition with Laserdisc, but it played. The mechanics were like a record player where you would just put like this big thing, just I wish I had one still so I could show you what they look like, but they were like this big thing just about the size of a record. And you just put the whole thing in your player and this mechanism would come out and unlock it and you pull like the sheath out and it would suck the movie in and it would be like a record and they had like a stylus that played it. And CED, I don't remember what it stands for.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's Google.
Either.
Yeah, I don't remember what it stands for.
Stand for.
It's probably going to give you a bunch of weird stuff.
No, it's not that one.
Yeah,
community something.
Community erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, something like that.
Communal erectile dysfunction. That's even weirder.
No. Why are they?
I think it's so far gone that
I have to write movie behind it so they know what the hell it is.
Yeah, CED disc. Let's see what mine says. Join us on live stream on YouTube and watch two guys on their phones.
On their phones, Googling something.
Googling conversation pieces. What does CED stand for?
I bet you there's someone in the chat saying it right now. Let's go down to the bottom.
Let's go to the
there
chat.
We go. Look. I bet you I knew it. Look.
Yeah. Actually, I just looked it up, and that's exactly what it says. I don't. How do you even pronounce that?
Yeah.
Electronic disc. Yeah. It's an analog video format. I recommend looking it up because they are pretty interesting. I wish I still had the ones I had so I could show you, but I'm afraid you're going to have to rely on Google for this one, my friend. Parts unknown.
I found my CED player at a yard sale for $3. What? Nice.
Yeah, they probably just wanted to get rid of it. Like, what am I supposed to do with this thing?
Remake National Velvet or spin that off into a new movie somehow. Is that the greatest
horse-related movie? I don't know. It could be. I don't really watch horse movies. I think the only one I watched was Hidalgo, but that's just because Vigo was in it.
I didn't even see that one.
No, it's not bad. They introduce things.
Extra rules.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got that. It was a 2-pack. Some guy was selling 2 of them, the Fog and Extra. Yeah.
Rocky Network and one of the Star Trek movies. Can't remember the others. Oh. Rocky's a cool one.
Yeah.
I recall discussing potential Pamela Voorhees with you here. Melinda,
I don't remember that conversation. I don't remember discussing Pamela Voorhees.
No, or did
maybe we did. It doesn't mean we didn't. I don't know. I know last week we were kind of drinking.
Yes, my memory is shot, man. So I'm the wrong guy to be asking.
Yeah.
Hardy Boys with Tom Cruise and Ben Stiller.
That's interesting. Yeah, what? Yeah.
I love Ben Stiller and Tom Cruise, so I'd watch that.
I wonder why they put the kibosh on that project. It seems like something that would probably do well.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Tony's here.
Hey, what's up, Tone?
You saw Captain America, and it was awesome. He's also up to 2009 in his memoirs.
Like I said, I'm really glad he's doing his memoirs.
Keep slugging away on those memoirs, buddy.
Yeah.
He's used to seeing VHS, beta, and Laserdisc back in the 1980s. Nowadays, DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks. That's right, buddy.
Yeah, no, a lot of people sort of turned against Blu-rays, didn't they? They don't like Blu-rays because it's too high def. Like especially with older movies, you don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that stuff to be in high definition. Yeah, it makes it look worse. Yeah.
Better poster than VHS cover art. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
I don't know. Probably the Flamingo Kid. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels has, I think, rather boring cover art. Just those two standing there.
The other one, I don't think I even heard of that movie.
Yeah, I never saw Her Alibi, nor have I seen the VHS, so I don't know. But Yeah,
Oh,
I think the
Alamo.
Flamingo Kid is a little better than that. Interesting choices. That's interesting that you would
Yeah,
those three films very very random. Huh.
I go with
Yeah.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels on that one.
Mm.
So Captain America was awesome. It was awesome, Captain America.
Hmm.
Josh got National Velvet and International Velvet.
Was that like the sequel? I didn't know it had a sequel.
That's a lot of velvet, boy.
Yeah, it's a lot of velvet.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with a lot of velvet. You know, it depends on who you are.
Yeah, I guess you can be into that. Yeah, myriad.
Uh, Reasons of stayed in development until 2013, and a brief
Mm.
squabble over rights between their two companies.
Mm. That's a shame. Yeah.
Jay says he had uh, any issues, not had any issues with Blu-ray. Okay.
It's good. That's good. Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
good.
I watch Gareth. Gareth does his comparison videos, right, where he's always comparing
Hmm.
formats and shit. And I find Blu-ray comes out short most of the time.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the movie. I know, like ever since Blu-ray, they sort of filmed movies in 4K, so it does look better in high definition. But
I mean, I
you
could be
know,
wrong, but
revisiting films, older films, it just doesn't work as well. That's what they say at least. I don't know. I don't even have a Blu-ray player.
Mickey Rooney really shines in National Velvet,
Yeah,
as does Elizabeth Taylor.
it's too bad. Too bad Mickey Rooney was a dick in real
And
life.
Josh agrees.
Did you ever hear that about Mickey Rooney?
Really?
Yeah, apparently he was a complete asshole.
Man, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's him in that movie. There's a movie where he plays like some kind of like old homeless dude.
Yeah. Hmm.
Does it strike? Do you sound familiar to you?
No, not really, but that's okay. Keep going.
I think it might have been like a made-for-TV movie or something.
Hmm.
And I was young. I remember my mom watching it, and I watched it with her. And I was young, and it was like a homeless dude or something. And it was raw, man. And I remember I felt so bad for the movie, and I was like I said, I was a kid, so it was like even worse. I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god,
very
oh
emotional.
man, I can't
Hmm.
remember what it was called.
But I don't know. I can't help you. I don't. My Mickey Rooney repertoire is not up to speed. I'm not.
Hey, that's
Well,
the
I
only
do
thing
know
I
that
know.
have you heard of that restaurant chain he owned in like the 70s? I think it was early 70s. It's called Mickey Rooney's Potato Fantasy. Have you ever heard about this?
I've never heard of that in my life.
So it's a real thing, and it was like this restaurant that only served potatoes,
Wow.
like all kinds of potato dishes. Well, he loved potatoes, I guess. Well, the story goes like the one location, it might have been the only location. It caught on fire, and Mickey Rooney was there because apparently he was there to oversee stuff a lot. And it caught on fire, and Mickey Rooney, instead of helping the customers and the employees out of the building, he just emptied out the cash register in the safe and left. That's a Yeah, that's a story I've heard. I can't confirm that, can't deny it, but that's what I've heard.
That's not
Yeah,
nice, Mickey Rooney. If you're watching, I know you
that's
are.
that's not a good look
That's
if
not a good
that's
look for
true.
you, Mickey Rooney.
Yeah, just empty the safe while your potato restaurant
I
burns
mean,
to the
I
ground.
understand why you're grabbing the dough, but try to
Yeah,
help somebody at the same
you
time.
gotta help the people first. I mean, come on. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I don't really have a dog in the fight here because I don't even have a Blu-ray player. I just kind of have a DVD player and
Hmm.
VHS. I don't know. I never even had experiences with Blu-rays. It seems like I was just trying to get my DVD collection was just starting to get rolling, and then all of a sudden they come out with Blu-rays again. I'm like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do here? You know. So
Yeah,
I
there's
just
always going to be issues on various formats.
yeah, yeah.
Nothing's ever perfect.
No, there isn't.
I recommended the John Sayles movie Limbo, perhaps one of the last VHS, but I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Mary Elizabeth.
Master Antonio.
Not fun. Yeah, okay. David. Okay, I'm not saying all that.
That's some
Really
crazy
underrated
names.
movie.
Yeah. I mean, if it was released in 2006, then yeah, it would be one of the
There you go.
last
Mondo
VH,
backs it up.
at least, at least commercially. I know they still make VHS now, but like commercially, the last year was 2006.
Right.
With like major distributors. So yes.
All John Sayles movies on VHS till they stop having VHS is a pretty good collection of movies. Some of the best movies in the 80s and 90s for sure.
I mean, I feel Like I don't know who John Sayles is or Salez. I don't know who he is. I don't know. Sorry.
Sayles.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
probably saying his name wrong, but what else is name? As long as you don't write bidet, we should be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Don't do that to us. That's our kryptonite, apparently.
Fucking
Bet
bit
it.
it, man. What the
Bet it.
fuck is a bit it?
Bid it.
I can't. But you know what, man? I had like a complete brain fart on that. And I was like, "What the fuck is that bidet?" I'm like,
Hmm.
I've never written the word bidet in my life.
Well, the thing is, I know, and like I should have known better, because it did seem like, because you can never tell what's a silent T or not, you know. But it did kind of, I was like, maybe that is. I've never seen bidet spelled out. I've never had the right bidet. I never read bidet. I've only heard
Same here.
bidet. You
And
know,
I'm from
what
like a
about?
French province, so I was like,
Yeah,
when I think of bidet, I think of accents on the e.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah. That
saying?
would have, yeah, that would have helped.
So
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, we're just saying.
Oh man. Oh well. At
Newer
least we know how to
DVD
spell it
quality is pretty bad and very blocky.
now. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Hmm.
Get DVDs sent to review quality, and they can be okay. They can be
Yeah,
nitty.
that is like a production cost. That's always the thing. You
Ah,
know, it's
okay.
that was the same with VHS. Like there was a lot of distributors that would use like very very low quality tape. Like
Hmm.
UAV was one of them. You know, United American Video. I mean, there was tons of them that used just real crappy tape, and it's like, but they were like $2, you know, brand new. So
Right.
yeah, you do exchange quality for
Basically, the same
price.
thing Jason just said, like
Hmm.
VHS.
Oh yeah, they do the same thing with DVDs. Yeah.
He made Eight Men Out and Lone Star and Silver City.
Have you ever seen Eight Men Out?
I have not.
It's not bad. It's a drama. It's about, like the ball players that were in Field of Dreams, like
Hmm.
Shoeless Joe. Well, that
Hmm.
there's eight that got kicked out of the league for gambling.
Right.
That's what it's about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what it's about.
Josh got the MGM United Artists home video release
Mhm.
of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World on VHS from
It was
19.
that the double tape set, or was it the one that was single? Because they did recut that movie, and there is a version of that on VHS that's only one tape, and it's not as long.
Yeah,
But
Lone Star is a very good neo noir film.
wow, neo noir, good word.
Boom.
Hmm.
You heard it here on this VHS channel,
That's right.
neo noir.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you got to be eclectic sometimes, and so let's get into this before the chat gets crazy.
Okay.
So
Check.
last Friday we were looking up a movie, and I was surprised by one that was actually on eBay, and then I kind of contemplating on pulling the trigger, and then while we were chatting, I texted my girlfriend or my fiance, and I said, "Buy it,"
Yeah,
and she bought it. So then it showed up to yesterday, I think.
that's true love. There, if you if you text her to buy a tape and she does, she's yours, man.
Yeah, well, she, she knows I don't fool around when it comes to tapes, so I'm gonna try to open this thing without
Oh,
cutting myself.
don't cut yourself.
No, I don't want to. Believe me.
And there goes his finger.
Ah,
It's off. There it is.
it's just like
Somebody pick that
a
up.
TV show. Oh, don't worry, it's okay. And the blood squirting everywhere.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, is my face red.
I'm such a fool. Did I open it in the? Oh, there we go. I did a good job.
All right, right. I don't even remember what we talked about now. To tell you the truth,
Do you know? Do you remember what tape this is? You don't
I
remember?
don't actually.
Ah,
We talked about a couple. We talked about a couple though. In all fairness,
yes,
as you
we
were
did.
thinking
We
about
did.
getting, so I don't know which one. Is this Raiders of the Living Dead or
No.
okay? It's just
Okay,
you're
let's
you're gonna
see.
make me guess, aren't you?
Are
What
you?
the
Hold on. I'm just trying to catch up because it's. Yeah, yes, Captain is. You got two tape set.
two tape set? Okay.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, before we get into is Theodore Rex underrated?
Uh, mm, I mean, maybe just because it's a very interesting movie, a very interesting science fiction movie. It's kind of like Blade Runner. It is because it's this weird future, and the dinosaurs. I don't know. It's really weird, and Whoopi Goldberg's actually a robot, and in it, and it's a very strange movie. So maybe for that, yeah, I think maybe it is a little underrated. But as far as like a good film, I don't know if it's good. I've seen it. I have the VHS.
You heard
Uh,
it here first. It's underrated.
yeah,
Good
I'd say
Times
it is
VHS
underrated.
seems another low quality. Yes, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's right.
Good
Yeah,
Times.
Good Times and Front Row Video and
Yeah.
Star Classics.
Yes.
Uh, hey,
Hey,
Lamonia,
Lay. How you doing?
Hey, Lay. I just call you
Thanks
Lay.
for stopping by.
Lamonia Demonia.
Everybody saying hello, hello. Better 90s spoof comedy, Fatal Instinct, or National
Oh,
Lampoon Loaded Weapon?
Loaded Weapon 1. Talk about underrated movies. Loaded
Yeah,
Weapon
me
1.
too.
That was terrific.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Happy Hearts Day.
Yes, same to you.
Yeah, okay, so anyway, it was. This is I'm opening up the tape that I bought from eBay last Friday that we were talking about.
Mhm.
The Video Dead.
Oh yeah, okay. Video Dead. Yeah. Is that that's very nice. Is that an X rental clamshell or is that
Yeah,
what
for
it is?
sure. It's a cut box.
Yeah. Let's say that looks like it's yeah.
It doesn't have the spine, unfortunately.
Well, that sucks because now you can't display it on your shelf. You have to put it. You have to do full frontal.
Well, all my tapes are full frontal, like an
Oh,
original
okay.
80s video store, anyway.
Oh, okay.
But the tape looks pretty good. Front label
Good.
looks not too bad. Um,
Clean.
Label on the back looks a little ripped. Maybe I
Mm.
don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, that happens. You know, a
But besides that, it looks pretty good.
bunch of spiders come out when you do that.
Ah!
Yeah, yeah. That'd be awful and awesome too. It'd be great for views.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that cost me $86.
That was $86.
Yep, with the
Wow.
shipping and everything.
Wow. Excellent.
So it's probably more for the tape itself. It's probably around the $60 mark.
Yeah, I'm really. That's really great that she agreed to get that. I got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed by that, Rob.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Little whip one.
I'm
Hello,
glad. I'm
hello.
glad she's into it too. I'm glad she understands your passion
Oh yeah, she does. She does. Let's see
because
here.
it is antiquing. They're antiques. That's just exactly what it is, and a lot of this stuff is really rare, and so it is going to be pretty pricey.
Wilderness Gals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man, that movie was just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
De Niro calls you for pizza. Pacino calls you for pasta. What do you do?
Well, hmm.
Hmm. So what do you have, a pizza Getty party, and then you call both of them over, or what?
I don't know. I guess yeah, if you'd have to choose one, Pacino just seems like he would just end up just yelling at you the whole time about how you eat your linguine. Like, you don't twirl it on the fork. You just put it on the food and eat it. Yeah, but De Niro, I don't know.
Eat it already.
De Niro would probably get all weird on you too. So I don't know. That's a tough one. Um, maybe De Niro for the pizza because I like pizza.
Well, where I'm from, they have a thing called pizza Getty, and it is a pizza and a spaghetti together, and not on the spaghetti. It's a small. It's a pizza. Usually
Right.
they'll give you like a half a little one, or what they call a bambino.
The
It'd be
little bambino.
a little
Oh,
bambino is a
little
small one.
bambino.
They make a little small pizza,
Mm-hmm.
and they give you some pasta and meat sauce on the side. It's called a pizza Getty.
Spaghetti.
I would make a pizza Getty and call both of them over, and then watch the entertainment ensue.
It would be like Heat, that movie Heat that they were both in.
I hope
Is it?
that it would be like that. They sit at the table with each other and they're talking back and
Yeah,
forth. Well, if I'm going to eat
yeah.
this pasta, I'm going to eat all this pasta. And the other one's like, I got no, I'm just like I'm with you. I got to eat my
I,
pasta too. I got to eat it
I,
all.
is it pizza or is it pasta? I wish I could do a Pacino. I wish I could do a Pacino impression. I can't.
I can do a Pacino accent, but I can do it only from Scarface.
All right, sorry, man. Man,
But I can't do a Pacino. I can do a Scarface one, but not Pacino, man.
yeah. Which is funny because that's not Pacino. It was Pacino being somebody else. It's kind
Exactly.
of
That's
weird.
the only one I can do.
It's a
That's
multiverse.
all I got, man. Fatal Instinct. Yeah, we did that one. Okay. Oh, here we go. See, I knew it. Boom.
Yeah, it always comes up. People love Canon.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, you know what? This week, Rob is fully prepared for this contingency.
Well, I don't have 10. I don't think. How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
1,
I
2,
would
3,
think
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8.
10 is an awful lot. I would say top 10 would be probably just the 10 Canon films I know.
I mean, I could probably grab 2 more of them, but I mean,
Uh, I don't even have 10 to fill that list for you, Crusher. I'm out of this conversation. Sorry, man.
but there you can look up here. We got what do we got? American Ninja 2, Barbarians,
Yeah, I'd say Barbarians is probably my favorite because I have
Firewalker,
Barbarians.
Chuck Norris, Firewalker. Let's take a look here. American Ninja 2,
Yeah, that's a good one. Yep,
Barbarian,
same one I have.
Firewalker, Lou Gossett Jr., Chuck
Yeah, there
Norris.
you go. Yeah,
It's a good one.
that's a tough movie.
Spiro and the Terror,
Oh yeah, I have that one too.
Old Chucky.
Yeah, that was actually I think my last thrift store find for VHS was that
There's
movie.
Mission in Action 2, the Braddock. This is like a full length. This is a screener.
Oh boy, screener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this one? Delta Force 3.
Oh, how about that? I have Delta Force 2. That's the only Delta Forces I have.
You know who's in this movie, man? Okay, so there's
Mickey
Nick.
Rooney.
There's Nick. No, Mickey Rooney's not in it, but
Oh, okay,
he
damn.
could have been in it because everybody's cousin and uncle and relatives are in this. I think. Okay,
Uh,
so there's Nick Cassavetes. Cassavetes. You know Nick Cassavetes from The Wraith.
yeah. Yeah.
And then there's like cousins of other actors like Eric Douglas,
It's like
Mike Norris.
C-list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric Douglas, Mike Norris, Matthew Penn, and John Ryan. I don't know who that is, but anyway,
and
Delta
and
Force 3
and Nick Rooney.
and Nick Rooney. And this terrible. This is a terrible movie, man. Messenger
Oh
of Death,
yeah, I had that
Bronson.
one too. Yeah.
Holy shit! I did a watch party with my man Jeff at 101 Bronson.
Yeah.
He wanted to do a watch party. He wanted to do a Bronson watch party with people, and I hit him up. I suggested we watch this because I had it. I had never seen it, and he humored me and said, "Okay." But as we were watching it, he was like, "Yeah, this is a bad movie." I was surprised that you asked you wanted to watch this one, and I'm
Well,
like,
he should have
"Oh, yeah."
been there to say, you know what, that's not a good choice because it's terrible.
Yeah, it was
He
pretty bad.
was he was being a very bad steward of Charles
And
Bronson
then
films.
Leonard Bronson film Death Wish 4.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah, that
Video
one.
Treasures Media HGV
Yeah.
canon release.
Could you get any more distributors on that? For heaven's sake.
So there they are. There's some canon
It
tape.
was well, I know like media is a subsidiary of the Heron, not Heron, is it Heron or Heron? Heron Communications, and so is Canon. And then eventually they would open up another home video arm for Video Treasures. That's why a lot of the older media entertainment tapes are also Video Treasures, because eventually it would just be Video Treasures, and then eventually it would just stop.
Right.
But yeah, it was weird for a time. They would have like 3 different distributors. It was like media, Canon, Video Treasures. Okay, you want to calm down?
We're in Canada, so I got a couple Canadian releases.
Yeah, sure. Then you have like
too.
the CDC, or it's like, okay, what's going on here? I mean, just when you think you know how stuff works, you find out about that kind of stuff. You're like, why? I got no idea. Then it's so hard to follow this stuff.
Best Mako performance. I like him in Taking Care of Business best.
Who is Mako?
Mako and Testament.
I don't know who Mako is. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words here. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm on a different planet.
Oh shit! Russell watched it last night on YouTube. Video dead. Nice.
What about that? Small world. Small world. Mm-hmm.
Julia Roberts' best rom-com.
Just skip that. Like
Yeah,
she's out.
I think you
She's
said
out.
it in Pretty Woman. But that's about it
Uh,
for for me anyway.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's not really our cup of tea. I'm sorry, there, Stacey.
Bambino, forgot about it.
Forget about it. Forget
Conan the
about it.
Barbarian.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, Testament. That one's a good one. Okay. Uh, hey, Marty's here. What's going on, buddy?
yeah.
Picture show.
Huh?
He loves Canon for the nostalgia.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Just think of the titles they released. Just like action, schlocky, just great stuff.
Best Canon release ever.
Oh, it's a tough one. I don't know. I don't know if you could. I don't know. There's an answer to that. I don't know. I really don't know. I think that's such a toss up between so many. Well, it's certainly not Messenger of Death. We know that.
No,
We've
no, it's
we've
not that
established
one.
that.
No,
I
we locked that
don't
one.
know.
No, that's not it.
I mean, I'm
Whenever I
pretty.
try to think of my favorite Canon movie, and I guess I never really researched it and like pinned it down, but
Mm,
the first thing that comes to my head is Cyborg.
yeah, same here. Exact the same thing. No, I mean that was the first one of those I found in the wild. I found that like probably 15 years ago. Was the Canon release? I found it in the thrift store for a quarter. I just thought it was a great find. Terrible film, but great find. So I mean, just for the nostalgia though, because I remember seeing it in the video store. Remember they had like a big cardboard display for it in the video store with Van Damme holding up that weird nail gun he had, and weird movie, man.
Yeah, it is, man. It is,
Weird
especially when
movie.
you're watching it. It's how the layout of it and how it's
Mhm.
presented to you and everything is weird, but I kind of like it.
Well, the thing is, and I don't know if anybody watching, spoiler alert here. If you haven't seen Cyborg, first of all, don't. But second of all, I'm going to spoil some stuff for you. There, there's only one cyborg in it, and you forget she's in the film because you hardly ever see her. She's like the whole point of the story. And the reason she's a cyborg is because she's she was made into a cyborg to keep this information, this formula or whatever. And I'm thinking that's a pretty extreme way to. Couldn't you just write it down? Like, did you have to turn yourself into a cyborg to do? I don't. It's a weird movie.
Couldn't you
Uh,
just maybe tattoo it on your bald head?
yeah, it's just like, why did you take that extreme step? You could have just written it down. Are we in a future? The future is so apocalyptic that there's nothing to write with. You have to turn into a cyborg in order to remember stuff. So that's funny. But and like nobody's a cyborg. Like, everybody who thinks a cyborg isn't a cyborg. The bad guy should have been a cyborg. You think he's a cyborg? The way he acts, the way he talks, the way his eyes look, the
Yeah.
way like he didn't die at first, even though he should have because he got stabbed right in the chest. And it's like you're like, okay, here's the reveal. He's the cyborg, but it never happened. It never
No.
happened. He's just a scary guy.
Yeah, he's not a
Yeah,
cyborg. He's just a
he's
tough
not.
dude. He's just a real tough motor scooter.
Yeah, and there's weird lines in it, like that woman with that southern accent. Uh, it's
There
like,
is.
and
It is
she
very
said,
weird.
yeah, she said the famous line, "Pirates killed my paw." What am I watching? Like,
Pirates.
yeah. And then when Van Damme would have the
Desert
flash,
pirates.
when Van Damme would have the flashbacks when he had his Paul Revere hair. Remember that? Like, what's going on with his hair in that film? It's like it's a strange film. I wasn't a fan of it, but I love the nostalgia behind it. You know what I mean? Does that make
I like
sense?
it. I like it. I think I like it because it's weird, man. It's
Yeah.
my kind of weird, I guess. I don't
I,
know.
I I was just really disappointed in it. You know what I mean? I really
Oh yeah,
was.
for sure. It could be a lot better.
Because I mean, I remember like hearing about this film ever since it came out. Like through when I was a kid, teenagers, young adulthood, everything. First time I saw it was last year,
Mhm.
and I was crushed. Like it
That's the
was
first
just
time
like
you
I
saw
was
it.
so disappointed. Yes, first time I saw it. Isn't that
Holy
weird?
shit!
Hey, it takes me a while to get around to stuff. What can I say?
Yeah, I guess.
You know.
I
hmm
was like a fucking kid when I saw that, man.
Yeah, and I never saw it.
I guess that's why I have that connection to it. I didn't really judge it.
Yeah,
I judged it with kids' eyes. You know what I mean?
sure, sure. I mean, yeah, that's understandable. And like I said, there's a lot of nostalgia with that for me, just from seeing it in the video store, and there's a big display for it and everything. Uh,
You both have the power to make Gene Hackman 40 again, but you you have to make a 40 something actor or actress 90.
Oh, that's easy. That's like a
Who do you make
sacrifice.
90 to make Gene Hackman 40 again?
Owen Wilson.
Boom.
Yep.
I
Give me Gene Hackman back.
yeah, yeah, sure. Let me think of one. Owen Wilson was a good one.
Sorry.
Hmm.
Oh, it's like I had it ready.
Yeah, it's like you had it in your back pocket,
Yeah.
waiting for that question. I'm gonna. Is Danny Glover still alive?
Yeah.
Is he not? Is he under 90?
He's under 90. Yeah. Under 90.
I'll make Danny Glover 90.
Yeah. Well, she did say 40 something. So maybe that's a little beyond the pale there.
Oh, okay.
I'd probably choose somebody else.
Okay. 40 something actor.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess Owen Wilson's probably older than 40 something now anyway, but
Might be.
I'm sticking to it.
I don't know. I don't really.
I don't know either, right? Yeah.
Good one. I have to think about that for a second. Marty says,
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe and Invasion USA from Canon.
I would have to say, yeah, probably Masters of the Universe, probably a great canon. I did have that. Actually, I had two copies of that, but I sold them both.
That's a good one.
Maybe,
There you go.
yeah, Enter the Ninja. That's a good one too. I think, like I said, it's hard to really say.
I didn't even look at my martial arts. I just went through some action and pulled that out. Well, yeah,
It's
Enter the Ninja. Shit,
really,
I didn't even think of that.
really hard to choose. There's just so many good titles.
Josh got the first Delta Force movie
On.
on
Oh, he's making his way. He's building suspense.
probably VHS.
I only have. Oh, there it is. I only have the first one. Yeah, yeah. I have two. That's the only one I have.
Well, Mondo's got a bail. He was here too early.
It's okay, man. Thanks for stopping by, Mondo.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see you next time, hopefully.
Let's see.
Well, we don't ever really see anybody, do we? We just we hear from them, I guess.
Yeah, Josh is. He hopes to get Enter the Ninja VHS on the big box.
Well, Josh, make sure you check it. If you go online to get it, make sure you check it out thoroughly, because those big boxes can get very damaged very quickly.
That's right.
And most of them I've ever come across are just in terrible shape.
A few good Canon films there. I always like Chuck Norris and Charles Bronson. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think they're definitely good. Hey, what's up? Larry's here.
Over Cat Dad.
Yeah.
Of the great VHS era, what is the best sword and sorcery film ever?
Well, speaking of Canon films, I'd have to go with The Barbarians. Wouldn't you, Rob?
Yeah, well, I could. Sword.
Good, but I'm not.
I've been watching a couple of those. Like,
Yeah.
I like Deathstalker, man. I like Deathstalker.
Oh yeah.
I like Beast. I like all those ones, man.
Mm.
Deathstalker's pretty cool.
Pretty hard to. I mean, The Sword and the Sorcerer. That's a good one. It would be really hard to choose. Best. Man, the best. I don't know, man.
Okay, so we're behind on some chats here. So if I miss your chat, your question or anything like that, you got to forgive me.
Maybe
it's an adult VHS show. We are you having a beer tonight, Captain? Or
I am not. I reached that age where I can't drink past a certain time, or I'll get heartburn really bad the next day. Oh. I'm at that age. I can't do it all the time. Now maybe next week I will.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm trying to. What the hell?
Everybody.
I have my sword and sorcery tapes right here. I can't get to them.
Oh. Yeah, Larry says best canon is Master of the Universe, hand down. Mm-hmm. Laugh his ass off. I have Sudden Death on VHS. I do. Do you have Sudden Death on VHS, Captain?
I do. Mm-hmm. I do. Here's a great one.
Okay, let's see if we can do this. Boom.
Nope, still got it wrapped up from the expo.
There we go.
Yeah, you probably see it. I don't know if you can see it very well, but
lighting. Right there. Okay, yeah.
Barbarian Queen.
Barbarian Queen.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good sword and sorcery flick.
Yeah, it's got a nice cover on it.
Yeah, it's an Italian film, so of course there's a rape scene. There's Italians. I don't know about them sometimes. There's Italian filmmakers.
Oh, Sparkstron is here. Ahoy, right. How's she going?
Yeah. Dang, this lighting. See why I wear a hat now.
Looks good. Looks good.
Yeah. But this isn't the original distribution of this. This is a 1999 one or 2001 distribution. The first distribution will be in 85. I don't have that one. That one's kind of hard to find, but this one is a very new one from New Concord Home Video.
Oh,
Yeah.
Captain, do you like romantic comedies?
No,
Mm,
I do
that's a
not.
no.
Not at all. Not in the slightest.
There you go.
hmm
That's the answer, quick and fast, right there. Yes, Club Paradise, and the best of those ones as far as VHS cover art.
Club Paradise. You think that's got great cover art?
Mm.
I don't know. Where's my Club Paradise? There we go.
Go to beach/pool party in Point Break.
Oh, that was pretty.
Yeah, kind of
Pretty. I
average.
mean, it's. I don't know. It's pretty cool. They're all just standing in the water
It's
with pulley
okay.
float. I mean, it's not bad. It's
Yeah.
terrible film though. Terrible film.
So
It shouldn't be.
you want to
Shouldn't
go
be
to a beach
terrible.
you want to go to a
What?
beach/pool party in Point Break or Police Academy 1 or Police Academy?
What the? Well, they did have a beach party in Police Academy. So I would go to that one. That looked a lot of fun. Point Break, no. Point Break just seemed too dangerous to me. Those guys were just bad news. You
Well,
just don't hang out with those.
the party at Bodie's house looked pretty cool when they were playing the song "If Six Were Nine" by Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
I like that scene.
just a bunch of drugs. That's all it is.
But, well, so here's the thing. If for me, I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking Point Break. I meet, I'm hanging with Keanu and shit,
Mm.
or I go to Police Academy and hang with everybody in Police Academy. I'm gonna take Police Academy.
Yeah, I think it just seemed like it was more fun. Good wholesome fun.
Yeah, that's
Well, I mean, as
I
wholesome as it
completely agree.
gets. We'll all go to the Blue Oyster afterwards. Now we're
Well,
having time.
that one, but
Oh, can I show you something cool I got today?
yeah, go ahead.
It's pretty big. It's even in the
Uh
original
oh.
box. I'm not going to take
Holy,
it out of the box because it's kind of a pain, but it's a videotape rewinder, but it's a motorcycle. Wasn't that interesting?
motorcycle?
Yeah, like the
What
the
the
the,
hell?
plat- the platform it's on, it raises up, and that's where the videotape goes. But
Are you
yeah, it's
serious?
pretty cool. Yeah, it lights up, makes sound.
Man, I
Yeah,
have
it's
never
pretty
seen
cool.
that.
Me neither. It's pretty neat.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes! Where'd you get that from?
It was a gift. It was a
It was a gift.
gift.
Nice.
hmm And just cool. What's in the original box? But you know what the downside is? It did not have the power cord with it. Didn't have the
Ah,
power cord with it, so
you can get a universal, I figure.
I don't know. It looks like a pretty weird prong. So I don't know, but
Hunter
hopefully I can
Armstrong.
hopefully I can figure that out.
Figure it
Yeah,
out,
it
buddy.
is. It is a fever dream of a movie.
It is.
It's a
I
very
agree.
strange movie. Very strange movie. Hmm.
Yes, it was supposed to be a Masters of the Universe, Leftovers.
Yeah, very interesting. Interesting story of both those films. Uh, yeah.
In a new Child's Play movie, should Chucky get shrunken down to a micro machine size and go camping with campers and bite them to death while they think he's a massive ant
Uh,
and all do hiking and camping?
well, that's loaded. I think you're overcomplicating the storyline, but I like it. Um,
Sorry about that. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that should happen. But if it does, if it did happen, I don't know. I wouldn't be disappointed. I think that'd be interesting enough. Certainly would be new.
Russell laughing his ass off.
Yeah, certainly would be new.
Never heard cyborg analysis in such detail before. Nice.
Well, you know,
Pirates killed my pa.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty offended.
How much does a
We're gonna
pirate's cost, Cap?
a Buccaneer.
Correct.
Hey, Rob. What's a pirate's favorite letter?
Arr.
You'd think so, but it'd be the C.
Ah, that's good.
Mhm. Sorry, it's stupid.
That's a pretty good joke because if someone said, I think it's the C, you could say,
Yeah,
no, it's R.
yeah. You can go either way. Yeah. Uh, yes, Larry Punisher, a great film. I thought
I
as
love the
well.
Punisher.
Yeah, I did have it, but I sold it.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I didn't sell it. I wish I still had it, but oh well.
I may be on an island, but I would rather have seen Susan Sarandon be Ripley than
Yeah, you're
Weaver
no.
Weaver annoys me.
I'm sorry. I think you're yeah. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but you are certainly alone on that one. I've never heard anybody say that at all, ever, never.
Never,
Not
ever,
I mean,
ever.
it's like you can't even imagine anybody else as Ripley.
That's right.
But that's
Love the
cool. You
fun of
do.
it.
That's fine. And we're not discrediting your opinion.
You are a cop. Who do you want
Okay.
to be paired with of all movie cops?
Oh wow. I don't know. Gosh, not
Axel
Serpico.
Foley.
No, I don't want. I want Serpico. Yeah, maybe Axel Foley. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
I choose Axel Foley.
Yeah. Yeah. Or Columbo. Probably do Columbo. It'd be fun.
CGI Jack Palance.
Uh, well, no, I'm against that practice anyway. I don't like when they do that.
Mm,
It's too spooky. It's too. It's just something you shouldn't do. I can't really explain it.
there we go. Beastmaster, Deathstroker too. Yes, I like those ones. Those are
That's
good.
that's Storker.
Storker.
Yeah,
Deathstalker.
you said Death Stroker. I think that's a different movie, Rob. You
Well,
know
you
it.
know, I mean, that's the
Yeah,
first thing that came to my mind when I saw those letters put together
yeah,
like that.
I think that's a different movie. Yeah, if you know
Deathstalker.
what I'm saying.
Cap, are you a fan of 1987 classic romantic film Dirty Dancing?
Yeah, so you know what's interesting? I don't really consider it a romantic film. I know it's billed as such, and it certainly was promoted as such, and people regard it as such. But I've seen it, and I don't really think it is all that romantic. I mean, it's just kind of. I mean, it's a drama. I mean, I guess you could say it's a romance, but to me, there's a lot of other moving parts besides just a romance in it. I mean, especially with the whole Catskills thing, and the whole. I don't know. It's a weird movie. It's one that people don't analyze enough. I don't think they just kind of view it as a romantic film, and they don't go any further than that. But I think it deserves a closer scrutinizing look because there is a lot going on with that film. You know.
Sporkstron found a couple of VHS tapes today in the wild. Line dancing. Are you guys a fan of line dancing or more mosh pit? Yeah, I'm more of a mosh pit.
I'll tell you what, I'm too old for any of it. I'm definitely more of a sea shanties guy.
Well, now I am, but I
Yeah,
used to be a mosh pit guy.
I had a buddy, a real good buddy of mine. He went to a show last year, and he's like a year older than me, and he was a big metal guy, and he would always get in the pit too. And he decided for some whatever reason, him being like 47, decided it was a good idea to get in the pit with all these kids, and like immediately, like his knee just gets bent backwards because he just takes his own knee out, and yeah, it's tremendous. I said, man, I don't know what you were thinking even, but he tried, and yeah, he tried. Hey, Dutch film buffs here.
No, you can only do what you can do, but it's good for
Yeah,
trying.
yeah, but he tried, so it's just funny. Uh,
30
yes, that's
heavyweight
true.
45 times.
That's true. Every partner he had died. So except for the last one, I guess that's why she says 4 to 5. Another one in the last film, I don't think died to Deadpool.
She's down with CGI Jack Palance.
Yeah,
The Deadly Spawn.
yeah.
Uh, rate your Superman new movie excitement level.
Well,
Hers is
you know,
0.
you got mine right here. I Yeah. Whoopty shit. That's all I can say. How many Superman movies you gonna need? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I've had enough already. I added 5 VHS tapes to my collection. They arrived yesterday.
And what are they?
That is excellent.
Yeah, please don't say like Bassmasters 3 or something like that. That's
Would
the only
Poirier,
that's the
would
only tape I find.
Bassmasters.
Yeah.
Would Poirier and Shoot to Kill be a partner for you both, Captain Rob
I
and
don't
Poirier, FBI working cases?
know. I don't know. It may be too strict for me. I don't know. It probably wouldn't be a lot of fun. I'd
You think
probably
you
like to work with Pep from Dragnet, Tom Hanks's character.
yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. Did you know Superman is a Canadian creation?
I did not know that, but I did know that the story was they the original creator they completely like cheated him out of a bunch of money. Like they pretty much robbed him because they tricked
That
him.
sounds appropriate. I mean,
Yeah,
for the time anyway.
yeah.
If you were on an island and had to have two superheroes guard you from weather, who would you choose? From weather.
I wanted you had to go with Storm and
Mhm.
Shazam. I
Excellent
mean,
choices.
yeah.
Uh, I'm going to say the same.
Well, before we move on, I just noticed a book on your table there, Rob. VHS, The Revenge. That is
Yeah.
that the one that VHS ate my brain. Is that the one you were mentioned in? That you were
Yes, I
saying?
was. Yes, I
Oh.
was. He mentioned a few people actually. I haven't read it yet because I just received it.
Mhm.
But I know that Gareth was mentioned in it. I know. I think Mikey was mentioned in it. I was mentioned in it, and Master of the '80s, which is now the Vegan Film Club or whatever. He was also mentioned in it.
Oh, he changed his name. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not Master of the '80s anymore. It's the Vegan
Oh,
Film Club now.
huh, interesting. Is it like you were mentioned? How do you get like a whole chapter or something?
No, no, they just mentioned my name like he was talking. I haven't looked at it in this book. Like I said, I just got it recently, but Gareth is the one that notified me when I was reading it. He's talking about like YouTubers and stuff and VHS
Hmm.
culture on YouTube. And I guess he just comes in. He's like other channels that are of quality, VHS quality channels that come to his mind. And then he mentioned me. Then he mentioned Master of the '80s, and then kind of just like that.
That's good. Good
Yeah, it was
stuff.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think he went and I think he mentioned like video tasties and Mikey in a little bit more detail or something. But
Yeah.
who gives? I don't really give a shit about that. It was cool just to have my name
Yeah.
written in a book somewhere else. Man, it was pretty cool.
It is nice. It's nice to be recognized.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, certainly VHS Mikey. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. I was like,
he's
that's what I'm
definitely.
trying to say. For me to be mentioned among with all those guys,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure. Yeah.
pretty cool for me. So,
I know.
should there be
Mikey does.
more? Make GI Jane 2. 100% yes.
Yeah, I would say so. Sure. Yeah.
100% yes.
Does she
I
have a new
I
career
dig that
momentum?
movie.
I'm unaware of that. Does she have a new career momentum? Is she in something now? I don't know if she
Oh,
is or not.
she's in the movie Substance that's like killing, getting awards and everything.
Well, I'm at sea most of the time, and I don't know this stuff.
Yeah, it's like a new movie from this last year or whatever. I haven't watched it yet either, but it's on
Well,
my list to
there you
see.
go. Then yes, if that's the case, I think she totally should do that. Definitely cash in on that.
And from what I've seen, the clips I've watched of it and everything, it looks pretty good, and it's winning awards and stuff. And everybody's talking. Everybody that I follow on YouTube, all the coaster channels, the Blu-ray channels and DVD channels and stuff, they all love the Substance. So
Mm.
I
Yeah,
have not.
I don't know anything new. I don't know anything new. I can't really chime in on that one.
Defiance.
Defiance. Oh, I see.
Um,
Godfrey Ho. I just saw Ho Ninja Flick at the last part of that. That's all I saw. But now I know what you mean. Ho
if
Ninja.
you two could interview Michael Bay on here, Ridley Scott, who would you interview? I'd interview Ridley Scott before Michael Bay.
Yeah, Ridley Scott. I would set Michael Bay on fire.
There you go. That answers that question pretty certainly.
Hmm. Just a little fire. It wouldn't be big.
Okay.
Hang out stream.
I'd also like Striptease reboot. Who wouldn't?
Yeah. Teaching a new.
The Blue
Yeah.
Monkey is a funny film.
Hmm.
See, the substance was good. It's a bit
Hmm.
overhyped in my opinion. Oh, okay.
Well, most stuff is anymore because
Oh,
there
that's the
is.
first time I heard somebody say that though, because all I heard was just positive, good. Hey, everybody, yeah, 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 yeah. It's up until that.
Well, I think it is. There's just so much to speak on. You know what I mean? To speak about something on, like there's so many mediums available to where it's like all you do is hear about it, no matter where you go. Be on Facebook, there'd be commercials on YouTube, Instagram, commercials on television, any kind of streaming service you have. There's going to be commercials for it. So yeah, I think it's just it's oversaturated because there is such a huge commercial market. There's so many vessels to go for, so you see more stuff than you used to. You know what I mean?
Hmm. So Michael Douglas as Frankenstein Doctor and Stallone as Creature.
What? I couldn't even picture that. I couldn't.
Or Giamatti for Frankenstein Doctor.
Well, he'd make a good Frankenstein doctor. I'm not saying Douglas wouldn't, but Stallone as the monster. I wouldn't be wouldn't know where to begin on imagining how that would look. Uh,
I think it would. I think it would pull it off because
I
he's
gotta,
kind of being Frankensteinish nowadays anyway.
I
But
gotta,
guys,
I
what kind of
gotta,
do you
I
like
gotta do what I
collecting?
gotta do. I gotta be me. I gotta be me, and I gotta be parts of him, and I gotta be him.
There's too many people to be.
Too bad I'm a bunch of people.
But guys, what kind of movies would you like to collect on VHS? Action, horror, comedies? Rob,
I,
Captain?
I,
I collect.
yeah,
I like all of those genres.
I do. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably action. Action,
Uh,
because I mean, action was always like where I would go to in a video store when I was a kid, and always a fan
uh,
of a good corny action movie.
yeah, action's good, man. Like everybody likes action. I think. But for myself, I'd probably choose comedy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as far as like I don't know collectability, I mean horror is just fun to collect because they're hard to find, and it's like the thrill of the chase,
Yes.
especially if you find them in the wild, which you hardly ever do. That's what makes it so much more exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
You're looking at it that way for sure.
yeah, and there's like also a lot of like really obscure horror films that were never released on DVD or have yet to be released on DVD, or took them forever to release them on DVD. So there's just a lot of fun stuff out there. You never really know what you find.
Hmm.
So yeah, horror I think is definitely the most fun. But as far as like watchability, definitely action for me. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. Russell's never seen The Substance. Best Jackie Chan New Line movie.
Uh,
I saw a couple of his movies in the theater.
yeah, hmm. I don't
What
know.
was
I hmm. I don't know if I liked
what was it?
Police
Rumble in the
Story.
Bronx? Yeah, Rumble in the Bronx. That's it, right?
Rumble in the Bronx, I thought was kind of stupid.
I
I'm
saw that.
sorry.
I saw that in
Yeah,
the theater. I saw that one and the next one. Whatever. I saw that one
yeah. I
and
think it
whatever
was
one came out after that. I saw them both in the theater.
Super Cop that came out after that, or was it
I
Police
can't
Story,
remember.
Crime Story?
It might have been. It could have been either of those. I can't really
Yeah,
remember the title of the second one.
I like. Oh, I just said it. I like Super Cop. I think that's a pretty decent film.
There you go.
Yeah,
She likes collecting comedies that didn't get the DVD or Blu-ray yet.
yeah.
Yeah, I like collecting all of them, but if because I answered the question thinking about like what do I have majority in my collection, and I have like mostly '80s comedy is what I go for.
Mhm. Yeah, I like that. I like them too.
I love
Because
'80s comedies, man. That's my shit.
I like the ones that I actually watch.
Hmm.
Because a lot of the horror ones I don't watch.
All of his movies are cut footage from some HK movie that some new bits just show shot added, and then a lot of telephone calls
Sure,
tied.
that's a great edit trick right there. That's how you make a movie. Yeah, yeah. Use a phone call to tie it together. That's what you do.
Boom.
Hmm.
What's the VHS you're most proud of finding?
Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's a good question.
I got
Hmm.
one that comes to mind.
Go ahead.
That blood beach that I found at
Oh yeah,
the,
yeah.
at the flea
But you
market
got
for
it.
$10.
You got it right there, right beside you, right there on your rack.
Yeah,
Yeah. I still can't believe you found that at a flea market. That's one of the rarest tapes, and you found it at a flea market, I would be very proud of that as
$10.
well. Very good for you.
Hard to see, but I also at that same flea market up here at the top, I got Return to
Silver High.
Horror High for $10 too.
All right. Yeah, see, that's yeah, that Blood Beach. You definitely should be proud of that. That's a great find. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. As far as you say, finding, I'm going to go with like in the wild. I'm not going to
Mhm.
do a salt and bought. Let me see here. I guess this one can get to it without destroying everything. This actually is the last tape I found in a thrift store, not the one I was just talking about, but this. The Kid with the Golden Arm.
Oh,
It's a martial arts flick. That I mean, this looks like a bootleg copy. Um,
what's
I
the
think
distributor?
it's SB. There is no distributor. It's
Okay.
just it's a bootleg, but it's like yeah, damn lighting. Yeah, it's a nothing really to the packaging, but it's definitely a bootleg. So I found that
Kid
at a
with the
thrift
golden
store.
arm.
Yeah, found that at a thrift store. Definitely, I'm happy with that one.
Man, if you hear that title, you don't think of a martial arts movie.
No, you don't, but that's what it is. So
Maybe a baseball movie.
yeah, it should be a baseball movie, but it's not a baseball movie. It's a
It's a
martial
martial
arts
arts.
movie. Hmm.
Hmm. The three ninja flicks I got are the Cobra Hitman, Ninja American Warrior, and the Thundering Ninja.
Hmm. I wonder if Dutch Film Buff knows about
None of
the
these are
kid.
really good.
I wonder if he knows about
Really any good.
the kid with the golden arm, since he seems to be in the martial arts flicks. It's funny you say the three ninja flicks I got, even though it's funny because there is such a thing as three ninja flicks, like the three ninja
Yeah,
movies.
that's what I thought he
Yeah,
said at first.
yeah, those aren't very good either.
At
Well,
least
that's
the
half the
covers are
battle.
cool.
Yeah, if you have a cool cover, that's half the battle.
Favorite
Yeah,
movie, primarily on or near a
near a
train.
train.
Under Siege 2.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Or near a train. On or near a train. I,
Throw Mama from a train.
yeah, but that's not. But that's only like it's the small part towards the end, though. That's what I was going to say, but I thought like, well, that didn't really take place on a train. It does like for like 5 minutes of the film, like the climax. But I mean,
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know. Under Siege 2, I think you already. That was it. That was it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one too, Rob.
horror film Train.
Mhm. Well, I guess there's also Terror Train, uh, but I don't really care for that one too much.
Should Cynthia should Cynthia Rock have played the Diane Lane in Murder at 1600?
Yeah, why not?
Do you think so?
Yeah, I got no disagreements there. Nothing.
It's only got a couple so far. I don't know what you're talking about. Gorilla style.
They seem to be having their own conversation, Rob. I don't think we should interrupt them.
Yeah, probably not. I'm just trying to get a lot of. I appreciate all the comments, everybody. Thank you, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to stay on track. But
Mhm.
you know, wrestling team on a train. I like finding Pacific Heights. I enjoy that. The whole collection I went through. I found 29 tapes that
Hmm.
day at the estate sale.
It's a good find.
Kid with the golden arm
Yep.
in
Give it a
coffin.
going on.
Greetings and salutations. It is
Hey, there
he,
he
the
is.
Western Capo,
There's Prov. Yeah.
BMAC.
Yeah. Oh, did we want to get to tapes that start with Z, or are we not doing that now?
Yeah, we can do it, man. Like, I'm just trying to you know how the chats is like.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad
Yeah,
everybody's very,
we
very
were.
chatty.
Captain wanted to show some Z tapes that start with
Yes.
Z. So
I think because it's such not a lot of movies start with Z. Well, at least not as many as you think. Z is a very, very hard letter to really categorize as far as having an extensive collection of Z's. Or if you know if you're not viewing us in North America, perhaps Of course, you referred to Z as Z. So all of our overseas friends were talking about
Sure,
Z
true.
tapes. So yeah,
Yes.
we don't have very many in our collections, but we have enough. You know,
Yeah.
Z's a hard letter. Z's a hard letter. Yeah. I don't
Z-Wave.
have no.
Have?
I don't have Zorba the Greek. I used to have Zombie, but I
Ooh,
sold it. I used to have Zombies from the Stratosphere. That was like an old uh, movie serial. I used to have that, but I sold that. And I used to have Zombie High. I sold that. So I had a lot of zombie stuff, but I sold it. So what we got left? But I do have Zebra Head. Uh,
Zebra Head. Boom.
remember this? Remember this movie? It was
No,
it
I don't
was
think I've.
Oliver Stone film.
I have
It's
got you on VHS.
it it's about the racial unity. So I
No,
think it was 91. I think 91,
Zebra Head.
92. Yeah, yeah.
No, what else you got?
Got the Zulu. Good Michael
Zulu.
Caine. A little slow to start, but once it gets going, it's a pretty good movie.
Okay.
Definitely a lot of filler in the beginning. There's just a lot of like tribal dances. Like there's a ceremonial dance. Really doesn't have much to do with the story, and you can just tell they're just using it as like filler to kind of space out the movie a little bit. But
Right.
once it gets going, it's pretty good. Very good Michael Caine film. This is a good times home video, and well, the quality isn't as bad as you would think it is from Good Times Home Video, but it's still not that good quality, but it's decent.
There you go, Dutch film. You're finding out right now what the Z tapes are.
Yeah. Uh,
And you want to just show them off one by one, or
yeah,
you
I
got?
might as well. I might as well just make it all about me.
Oh yeah, no. Well, show me all yours, and I'll show you mine. How about that?
Okay, so yeah, and of course the Sean Connery classic Zardoz.
Oh, Zardoz. That's
Very
pretty
very
cool. I don't
very
have
very
that.
very strange movie. This is a CBS
CBS Fox.
Fox.
Oh,
It's disappointing because it's like it's a 1990 distribution, and it's like just a year after they stopped doing the uniform sleeves that I like so much, as you can see down here. I
mhm.
wish so much that this was in that style, so I could put it right alongside it, but it's not. It's a
Yeah,
year
for sure.
just a year after they stopped doing that. So it's like, man, I really missed out on that one. But I'm sure they might have an earlier release. I got to look. I'm not sure, but the one I have is a 90.
Okay.
So of course it's a little early in the year for this, but here's a Ziggy's Christmas gift or Ziggy's
Ah,
gift.
Ziggy's gift.
Ziggy, yeah, Ziggy, a Christmas special. Very, very
Wow.
touching.
There's Ziggy and his puppy.
hmm It's only 20 minutes long, but it's very, very touching. I tear up every time I see it.
Okay.
I do. Yep. I'm not ashamed to admit that.
No, I have to watch that.
And now, these last three, they don't start with Z, but they kind of do. I sort of took some liberties because without these, that's all I would have. So
Okay.
we got to give love to Zorro. The Sign of
Ah,
Zorro,
the
the
sign
Disney
of
movie.
Zorro.
Yeah, the black and white film.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Sign of Zorro. And of course, we have the Antonio Banderas versions, which are actually really good movies, I think. The Mask of Zorro,
The
and then
Mask of
its
Zorro. Yeah, yeah.
sequel, The Legend of Zorro, which is
Legend of Zorro.
this is a
Isn't one of them hard?
2006. What?
Isn't one of them hard to find?
This one is Legend of Zorro is hard to find. Or at least it was. The whole thing was much like History of Violence. This was like one of the last VHS released commercially,
Okay.
2006 release. So given it that, it does go for pretty steep prices, or it can, or at least that's the Legend of Zorro. But I
Yeah.
found this for 99 cents
Oh,
on
really?
eBay. Yeah, I bid on it like at the last minute, like nobody was bidding on it. So I bid on it, and I'm sure the guy who sold it was like, "Dang it,"
That sucks, right?
But yeah, I got
Good
it.
for him. Good
This
for you.
typically, at least it was when I looked last time. This typically goes for like $50, $60 because
Shit.
it's one of the last VHS.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Yeah, last commercially VHS, at least at the time, because I know they still make VHS. Smaller companies do.
Hmm.
So, because it's like VHS Mikey always says about people say, "Oh, History of Violence is the last VHS," and when really it's not, because there's companies that still make VHS. I think there's a resurgence. I know, like what was it, Terrifier? They put that on VHS recently. So it's like, you know,
Make a live action Ziggy.
I don't know how you could do that. No way.
Huh.
Yeah,
Zordoz is great.
yeah, very strange movie. Especially if you wanted to see Sean Connery in underwear and thigh high boots holding a revolver.
Great
That's the
tape.
movies. The movies for you.
Zordoz awesome. I'm just trying to skip some chats, just to some comments, just to catch up to like relative things and stuff. So everybody, if I skip over your comment, don't get upset and
Yeah,
try to send Captain Adam an email all the way to his ship and like complaining and shit
yeah.
because it ain't gonna
I'm
get
not,
there.
and I'm not going to care anyway. So
Exactly. So don't waste your time and just
yeah, save your
public
albatross.
announcement to everybody. All right, so I'll show you what I got in
Yeah,
Z,
there you go.
and I too have just Zorro.
Oh, see, I wish I had that. That's that would have made more sense than what I had.
And I
Yeah.
actually have a few different Zorros. I got a bunch of different Disney Zorros. I have
Well, I
like
know they made a lot of Zorro movies. Disney
yeah.
did. Yeah,
I even got like a little. I think I even have like a small little series of a couple Zorros that
yeah.
go together or something like that.
I know there was Zorro the Gay Blade, and then there was like Zorro something else, and there was the one I have, and yeah, Zorro was a big franchise for them back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I have Zorro, and then of course I don't have the Legend, but I have
yeah.
the mask.
Did you
I
find that at
got
a thrift store?
this tape is pretty cool though. That's why I kept on it because it actually has two covers. This is the
Hmm.
front,
Yeah, that's what mine has too. It has that cool back.
and then in the back is like
It's like
basically a cover.
it's like a double sided thing almost. Yeah,
Yeah.
good
So
stuff.
I don't know where I got that to be honest with you, but
Because I usually come across them pretty frequent. They're a pretty common find where I haunt.
I got Zorba the Greek.
Oh, you do have Zorba the Greek. Okay, there you go.
Want that one? And then I also, like I said before, I got Zapped. Scott
Yeah,
Baio Zapped.
yeah, that's cool.
This is like one of the cool. Like I like this movie because he has that. He basically gets. This is the movie about that power that everybody would like to have, where they can just do things with their mind,
Yeah.
and that's what he does in that movie. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's my Z movies, and I was as an honorable mention, I was contemplating trading either Puppet Master or The Stepfather with a dude for a cut box of Zombie Lake.
Hmm, that wouldn't be bad. Cut box, but in like a rental clamshell. You mean like that kind
Yeah,
of? Uh,
yeah.
hmm, wouldn't be bad.
And I pulled them out. I took pictures of it, and I was just about to like. And the only problem is, and you're gonna giggle at this, is that
Okay, I
the
like to
dude
giggle.
the dude lives in Hamilton,
Oh my God, not Hamilton.
and I don't want to go to Hamilton, man. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
I don't. It's 45
yeah.
minutes roughly away from me, and I don't want to go there.
It's a lot for a tape. That's I don't blame you,
Because
especially if
and
it.
then I seen him like doing the same. On like a public group. He
Mhm.
offered some cooler tapes for the same kind of choices. Because he wanted to trade. He don't want to sell. He wanted to trade, right?
Hmm.
And I was like, man, he wants some. He wants to. I would actually trade at least one of them. But then I was thinking to myself, I have to go all the way to Hamilton. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
Well, at least it's not East Hamilton. That's you know
I don't know where it is in Hamilton, but yeah, Zap is
Hamilton.
cool.
Yeah,
Zap is cool, yes. And Zapped again, I haven't. No, it's Zapped 2,
yeah. Zap. Yeah.
isn't it?
Is there a Zapped
Is it
again? Is
Zapped
there
again
three
or Zapped
films?
2? It might be Zapped again. Holy shit, let me
Maybe it
see.
is Zapped again. Well, there could be three films.
Okay, hold on. Zapped the film movie.
Hmm.
Okay, we got the sequels. What's going on here? Let's see what part 2 says. Zapped again, yeah. 1990.
Okay.
Really?
Oh well. Well, 1990. Wow, that's a
Yeah.
late. That's late for a sequel for that.
Yeah.
I think.
But it is Zapped again. I thought it was 2 with like TOO, but it's not.
I
It's
think
again.
you're probably thinking of Teen Wolf too.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sorry if you are. I'm sorry. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be thinking about that. Don't be so hard on
Oh,
yourself.
I like Wolf 2. I mean, it's
Oh God.
not the best movie, but I like it. Rob, do you have a favorite rom com or one that you like? A romantic comedy?
Do you? I bet he does.
I really do like Julie. Like I'm just gonna say Julie Roberts. I like Pretty Woman. I do. I've watched it. I've been laying like I've been chilling on the couch in the living room with nothing to watch, and I've put on Pretty Woman before.
Yeah.
So
If only you had it on VHS, right, Rob?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I have a small house built of VHS tapes.
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I do. I like romantic comedies as long as the comedy part is good.
Hmm.
Like for example, what's that movie with Will Smith? Hitch.
Hitch. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that movie. That movie makes me laugh because Kevin James is whatever his name's in it, and that guy kills me. So
Yeah. Yeah. His stand-up's pretty
you know,
funny. Yeah.
I dig that movie. Da, 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 da. Sparktron's got a homemade copy of They Live from eBay using old Disney packaging, recorded from Dunsney.
Tons Plus. Wow,
Pretty cool.
that's cool. Functioning art. I like the functioning art tapes.
Oh, is it Hamilton? Eh? Captain thought Hamilton was like some kind of like
It's a great
like
city.
made up joint. Like Hamilton. Fuck.
Yeah.
Hamilton's 45 minutes from me, and it's like an industrial city. It's like it's super dirty. Like I don't want to say it's
Yeah.
dirty, but I on the news I heard that in Hamilton, Ontario, you have like 30 somewhere in the 30% of getting cancer, lung cancer,
Jeez.
because of the how dirty the air is over there.
Yeah. Mm.
And
Yeah.
so
It's so funny we talk about Hamilton, and I'm glad that you think it's funny because it makes me laugh every time you send me something about Hamilton. Because I'll go back and sometimes I'll like revisit the old videos I have up, like stuff from like 4 years ago, stuff I kind of forgot about. I have that I made, then I watch it and I'm like, that stuff is pretty funny. You know what I mean? Like I totally forgot I made that stuff. It's fun to watch. It's fun to have stuff out there because you forget you have it and you can always go back to watch it. You know.
yeah, so
But
you, man, you have like all kinds of shit.
I do. I do.
Do I have any Degrassi 80s program tapes? I do not. You think I would, but I don't. I have the bootlegs. Oh,
Hmm.
a favorite Degrassi character? um, Wheels. Yeah, Port Hope. Remember when Wheels went to Port Hope? Port Hope is not that far from me, but
I actually have no idea what you're talking about. None. Zero idea what you're talking about,
Wolf
but that's
2 is
okay.
fun, but the music is great. See,
I do have the DVD. I found a DVD at a thrift store with Teen Wolf and then Teen Wolf 2. It was a
have
double, they're both on one disc set. So I have the Teen Wolf saga.
you ever seen Mystic Pizza?
And I've never seen that.
No, I mean it's been on in the background because I have a wife,
Yeah. I'm sure
but
you probably like it, Rob. You probably like Mystic
I
Pizza.
like pizza.
Yeah.
I don't like Mystic Pizza though. Like I like my
It's kind
pizza
of
to be
weird.
pretty like straightforward.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Hitch is delightful. I agree. Russ was watching some fucking Degrassi, that's for sure. Okay, if here we go. Let's see here. If Falling Down would have been released in November rather than February, would he have been nominated?
Probably. Yeah, I think so. I think the thing was it wasn't
I,
like you said the release was a little too late, I guess. Because I mean, I think I think it would have at least been nominated. Yeah, I don't know if it would have won anything, but I think it would have been nominated for a couple things.
Dutch does own some rare
Yeah,
Michael J.
I have
Fox
that one. Yeah,
VHS. I
yeah,
don't have that one. High School USA.
yeah. It's
I
pretty
have
rare.
probably all the rest, but not that one.
No, I don't have Light of Day, and I don't have Midnight Madness. I do have High School USA, and that was not very cheap when I got it. It was a salt and vault. It wasn't too expensive, but it also wasn't as
No, I
cheap
don't.
as it should have been because that movie kind of stinks. I also don't have a. I don't know if they even had it on VHS. Poison Ivy. He did that same time as he did High School USA. It's sort of like Meatballs, like a summer camp film.
Oh, not Poison Ivy with uh
Drew Barrymore?
Barrymore.
No, not that one. No, different movie.
Different Poison Ivy.
Yeah, different Poison Ivy.
All right. I don't have a Midnight Madness either
Mm-mm.
or either, but Light of Day I might. But I don't. I know I don't have High School USA, and I didn't even know he was in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like his first major role, I think.
Yeah, Wheels was cool, but then he got into an accident drinking and driving and hurt people and went to jail, and that was a whole terrible thing.
Well, I can't wait to be included in this show again.
But
I have no idea what you're talking about.
okay, so then who would you cast in a Bad Girls Western?
What is a bad what are you talking about? Bad Girls Western? I feel like I'm from a different dimension. A Bad Girls Western?
Yeah,
Like, what do you mean? Bad
who
Girls?
would you add or sub into that cast to ensure that
I,
it's a hit?
I don't know what Bad Girls is. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't send you the itinerary memo.
No, I need an itinerary next time, okay?
No, because I didn't know because I don't have one.
Yeah. We need to get with Stacy beforehand and she needs to brief us on what she wants to talk about. Because I have no idea I don't know what any of the stuff you're talking about is. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's good stuff. I just don't know what you're talking about.
Russell got his cake.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
Bad Girls Western from what 94.
was it? I don't remember that. Did it come out?
Larry
Was it
vaguely
before,
remembers it.
was it before or after Posse? Remember Posse
Yeah,
with
I have that on tape. I have
I
that
do.
one.
Well, I did, but it turned out to be really, really moldy, so I threw it away.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cried. Yeah, cried.
Man, I threw out a whole box of moldy tapes in a dumpster just the other day,
Oof, it's
and they
rough to
were
find them.
okay. But they were mediocre tapes, so I was like, "There's no point in holding on to them."
No, I mean, you know, they're not always worth cleaning. They're not. I mean, sometimes what I do is I'll keep the case and just use that for something like some kind of decoration or a shelf filler. You know what I mean?
Crusher says Bad Girls was a prison TV series. That's right.
Yeah, one of those shows. Okay, now
Oh,
you know
Bad
what?
Girls. Yeah.
Now I vaguely
Now I'm starting to
remember
remember
this.
them as well.
Yeah, I totally
Or
forgot
Barry.
about this. Yeah, Barrymore was in it, as well as oh
Bad girls. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Macabre gets you? I don't even say comes for you, but he gets you.
yeah, he's just gonna get you. Uh, I don't. Who else was in that? As far as subbing anybody in the cast, I don't know because I don't. Drew Barrymore for I don't know Frusa Balk.
I just realized that I need to go back and watch that movie. Number
Yeah.
one. Number two,
Mhm.
Sparks Run watched Bad Girls a while back. Pretty good. Drew was smoking.
I can't stand her now anymore, though. Oh my God, she's
Yeah.
so just annoying. Go to corned beef
Beef
hash.
Hash with Cillian Murphy. Okay.
Oh, Cillian Murphy. That's the guy that did that movie.
Bad Girls. Bad
The yeah,
Girls.
the movie with the bomb. What's it called?
Who's what?
Oppenheimer.
What are you talking about?
Oppenheimer. Is that who it is? Cillian
Oh,
Murphy.
Oppenheimer. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah, the Peaky Blinders.
yeah. And he played the Scarecrow and
Yeah.
Batman Begins. Yeah, I totally forgot about that movie. I don't know who I would sub out for any of that cast. To tell you the truth, I don't. Yeah, and that's something I can think of. May I don't know. Gosh, maybe Queen Latifah, or was she already in that? I don't know. Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, you mean the Equalizer?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Queen
Yeah.
Latifah as the Equalizer.
Yep. Well,
What?
that's what we're doing now, Rob.
Yeah. Was it
Yep.
Roseanne Barr as Commando?
That'd be interesting.
They had a
Be interesting.
Commando TV series starring Roseanne Barr.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I went the other way on that one.
Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell.
Would you do the inner space thing he does in that movie if you were paid 20 millions?
20 million. That's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would do anything for
Pro-
20 million. To be honest with you.
yeah. I would. Yeah. I'd hop right in.
Mhm. The question is what I wouldn't do for 20 million.
Oh, yeah. Rob would do anything for 20 million, but he won't do that.
Yeah, Russ is a big fan of old westerns.
Yeah.
Rob, I own tapes, both Perfect Weapon and Stone Cold, two action stars that never made it. You like those? I love Perfect Weapon. Jeff Speakman.
Mhm.
He also did Street Night. I have both those on VHS. Perfect Weapon's a good is a cool movie, and Stone Cold too. Like that's what is it? Brian Bosworth, that football player.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good biker movie, man. I know that you don't like bikers, Cap, but that's a pretty good
Yeah.
biker movie.
What was the one? See what he did where he was like the only one that could save this town from this mass robbery. What the hell was that called? Like the power was cut off, and like these people come in to
Oh
rob the
yeah,
town.
what is that?
Yeah, what was that called?
Uh,
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
don't know.
But at least you know what I'm talking about. But
I mean,
that's
it
like
kind of sounds familiar. I get the concept a little bit, but
because I think it's
it
like they were trying to make him like a next big action star, but it just never
takes me a while to.
never flew.
Professor said, "Modern Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, blah 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 blah, blah for cowgirl western remake movie." Oh, what do you think?
You can take Alyssa Milano out of there, and I'm with you.
I know who one, two, three, four of those girls are. I don't know who the and the
I think
Alexa
if you,
Bliss
I mean,
and
I
Cora
think you
Jade.
would. Yeah, you take out just do all the wrestlers. I think you would make a movie just with them, all the chick wrestlers. I think that would do pretty well because
There you go.
they're pretty popular right now.
The
I
captain
think
has just straightened out your business plan when it comes to that movie.
yeah, yeah.
Kathy Bates for villain in a new Dark Man.
That'd be interesting. I'd be down with that.
Why not?
Interesting choice. Yeah, interesting choice.
Inner Space is a classic. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, Stone Cold. Now you're talking. Okay, yeah. There are a couple things I can think of for sure I would not do for any amount of money. Oh, okay. If you care to elaborate, go. Feel free. I mean, I don't want to
No,
tell
I don't think
info, but
he probably can't put that in the chat. We'll get kicked off YouTube.
probably.
Yeah.
But
I think we
Professor,
can.
man, Professor's pretty. I don't know. That's like I'm curious now.
I think we could pretty assume what he wouldn't do. I think it's a very short list, but I think that there is a few pretty poignant things on that short list that he would not do. So we're here for you, buddy.
If Black Dog has been a massive hit, should Meatloaf have been considered for Lex Luthor?
Meatloaf as Lex Luthor? I don't know about that one. Man, you have a very, very strong imagination. Definitely a villain in Swordfish, sure, but not Lex Luthor. No, Meatloaf is great, but you not as Lex Luthor.
The
Yeah,
Taking of Beverly Hills.
yeah, that's what it is. Thank you. You remember that,
Now we
Rob?
are
That was Brian Boswell, wasn't it?
Brian Bosworth, I think.
Bosworth, yeah, Bosworth.
I think it's Bosworth. I don't know. I'm not the biggest
Mm.
sports fan, so
No, I think I just remember hearing about that. Like, oh, he's a football guy now. He's in movies, and that was about it.
Oh man, there's a lot of chats going on here.
Well, good. I'm glad everybody's chatty tonight.
Yeah. Just I have a hard time like trying to keep up, but I'm like trying to talk and then
I can't imagine
a
that.
beer and trying to
I,
have a vape and
I feel like I have it pretty easy on the show because I don't have to deal with the chat, and I am okay with that. I just want you to
I
know
bet you are. You are.
I am
That's okay.
not complaining. I'm here for it. So
You know, that's it
I
comes
don't know
with
how
the
you
territory,
I
I
don't know how you do
suppose.
it. That's a lot to deal with. So
Comes with territory is what you got to do. Yeah.
yeah.
But Professor says you're correct, by the way.
Oh, about what? I usually am. No, I'm very surprised that you said that. I don't know. I'm not really correct about anything. So you have to elaborate. What surprised?
Big hit? Are you talking about the big hit, or is it just big hit with Mark Wahlberg? Do you remember that movie
No, I don't.
where he was like a hitman with um what's his name there? Lou Diamond Phillips. I can't
I don't
remember the
remember
black
that.
dude's name, and then Antonio Sabato Jr. or some kind of shit like that.
Was this early '90s? Like was
Yeah,
when
somewhere
he
around
was
there. They're like,
Marky Mark?
yeah, he's like just after Marky Mark.
Oh, just after Marky Mark. Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, you said Lou Diamond Phillips. I was like, yeah, that's got to be early '90s.
Well, Lou Diamond Phillips part of that movie is pretty entertaining, but if that's the movie
Mm.
she's talking about, but Big Cat says the big hit is awesome. I don't think they're talking. I don't think we're talking about the same movie.
I don't know. Yeah,
Probably
I
not.
haven't I haven't really know what we were talking about since about an hour ago. So
if they remade, if they remade the Human Centipede with a list of celebrity,
oh God, oh God. Ah,
okay, Sparks are on.
I don't think. Well, I don't know if they would, but if A-list celebrities,
Oh man, does it really matter?
that
Like,
that'd be weird. Uh,
just line them up. Just line them up. Fuck.
Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise. Uh,
Meatloaf as Kingpin.
that wouldn't have been. I don't know. That wouldn't have been bad. I guess.
Haha, in which order? Yeah, any order. Just line them up.
Tom Cruise in the front. Uh, no, I don't want to do this. I'm getting sick.
After Meatloaf's performance in To Catch a Yeti and Blood Rain, it's
Yeah,
kind of hard
it's
to imagine him being Lex Luthor.
well, Professor. You don't have to. Just don't think about it. It's not going to hurt you anymore. There is no meet Luthor,
Stone
meet
Cold
Lex.
2? Is there Stone Cold 2? Oh, shit. If there's on tape, I have to get it.
But please do not watch it.
I'll obtain it, but I won't watch it. I promise.
Yeah,
Well, no,
we'll
I'm
take your
gonna
word
watch
for it on that one. I'm
it. I
okay
lied.
with
I
not
promise.
watching it.
I'm lying to you. I will watch it.
Yeah, he's gonna watch it. He's
Mhm.
gonna watch it. He's gonna tell us about it.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna tell everybody about it.
He's
So
gonna
some people.
curse us with it.
Uh, would a Magic Eye movie be a big hit?
I don't think so. That would have been like a Rubik's Cube movie, even though they did make a Rubik's Cube
Those
cartoon show.
paintings, people stare at it to see magic image. They wear
Yeah,
glasses to see the image, and they see the magic image.
yeah. Oh,
That would
they
be a
were
big hit.
everywhere.
I
They
don't think so.
they were everywhere. I mean, that was a big
Yeah, they
deal back
were,
then.
and then they disappeared quickly.
Yeah, I don't think a movie would work. No, I think you'd have a lot of people in the theater with headaches. I don't think anybody
Hey,
would
there's
have.
my man.
Yeah, Backtrack
Backtrack
Cinema.
cinema. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, buddy. Best movie with Berenger.
Tom Berenger.
Any Berenger.
Well, that'd have to be Major League. I
Yeah,
mean, come
man.
on.
Sure.
That's the only one that comes to my mind. Only one I need to see. Only one I need to know about is Major League, the best movie in the world.
Yeah, the second Stone Cold movie was very bad, and the first Stone Cold movie is great fun. Yeah, it's pretty good. The first one. What's his name there? Professor Macabro loves the bad guy in the first one, which is Lance Hendrickson. That's right. There we go.
Yeah, Lance Hendrickson.
I remember the name just in time to say it.
Yeah, good. Things are
Yeah,
looking up.
I'm getting there, man. I'm getting
Yeah,
there.
you're
It's
getting
like
there. We're doing
too
good.
close.
We're doing good.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah, we're doing real good.
Okay, so if someone gave Rob
Oh no,
her tape
yeah.
from The Ring, you'd probably watch it. Yes, I would watch it.
I wish. I hope you
And
wouldn't
I'd be
though.
like, I dare you to show up in my house. I dare you to show up in my house, crawl through my TV.
Hmm. I remember the first time I saw that movie. Well, the Japanese version, Ringu. The first time I saw it, it scared me so much that when I got home, I like unplugged my phone so like it wouldn't ring because I had like a landline back then. That's how long ago it was. So I like unplugged it from the wall so it wouldn't ring.
Yeah, yeah.
The movie freaked me out.
I remember my mother telling me when she saw the Jaws for the first time when back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
She said that she was scared to take a bath for the first couple days.
yeah. So, see, that's the kind of stuff that it really gets in your brain.
Yeah, like in your bath, like a shark's gonna
Yeah,
show up in your bathtub, but
yeah. It might. You never know.
I guess it'll come up the drain somehow.
Yeah.
Would you rather do sniper training with Berenger or bomb training with James Woods and Stallone?
Oh, probably bomb training with James Woods. That'd be
Hmm.
fun.
I'll do some sniper training with Berenger. I like shooting guns. I think I have a
Yeah.
pretty good aim when my eyes are correct,
uh,
which is not often.
mm.
Where should the next vacation movie take place? Uh,
Hey, Tokyo. Tokyo would be pretty interesting.
I'm gonna say Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Tokyo.
well, we're far apart.
Tokyo. Yes, we are far apart.
James Woods, big fan.
Big fan. Yeah. Same here.
Okay, we got another big one in there. I don't know if this is a 24-hour horror 22 movie. Acid Mountain
Acid Mountain.
would be good there, but the marketing budget is huge, and they are giving members of the press shirts to say they survived Acid Mountain. Nice. I like the name Acid Mountain. I like that.
Yeah, that is pretty fun. That's a fun time. Sounds like a band, like
Yeah.
a '70s band.
Anna had the same effect on me as well as Jaws
Mm.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shattered with Tom. There you go. My mother stood up and left the theater watching Jaws. Music drove her crazy. Really? Hmm.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, sure.
The last vacation movie had a boring location. She
Hmm.
still doesn't want to watch it.
Yeah. That's a lot of people feel about that film. That freaked a lot of people out. Jaws.
Yeah.
That's what made it so popular. Is that it just really freaked a lot of people out. And it's funny because
Oh,
if you watch it, it's not really that bad. Like
oh,
it's very suspenseful, yes, but it's like a horror movie. No, it's not. It's more of a movie about going deep sea fishing. That's like
yeah.
what that. It's more about the guys than it is the shark. Well,
So pop quiz, hot shots. You got you get a call. You have to take.
mhm.
You got
Oh, Ghostface.
Ghostface on line one, and then the
Yeah,
other line you got creepy girl from the Ring.
Ghostface.
Which call are you taking? Ghostface.
Ghostface. I'll pick it up without it finish ringing. Uh, on the
Does
first
she
ring.
talk? The creepy girl from the Ring. I don't remember. Does she
No,
talk?
it's just like this weird noise, and then after you hear that, 7 days later, you're dead. So yeah, Ghostface. For some reason, that would be less freaky. And so
That
I'm
would
gonna
be less freaky, but I think you'd be
Ghostface.
doing more talking if you answered Ghostface. I'll take the creepy girl because then if she's just making noises, I'll just make noises back at her. I'll do a lot of fart noises like and shit.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
That was a good one. That was a good one. That's
yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
what I do. I just hit her with her own kind of shit.
Yeah.
Anybody seen the cheesy film The Sand?
No.
No,
No.
don't sound familiar, bud.
No. Sand.
Sandra Bullock as a relative of Hooper in futuristic Jaws.
Yeah, she has a very, very vivid imagination when it comes to this stuff. I like it very much. Well, I wouldn't say that. Well, everybody has their own opinion, right? I mean,
Ghostface's voice is sexy. Well, there you go.
yeah. I don't know.
Creepy
Beauty
girl is
is in
just a girl.
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, Demi
She's not just
says,
a girl. She's a mystic, weird ghost realm girl that is weird. That's all I'm going to say about that.
"Hey, brother Max, what's going on, Max? Thanks
Hey,
for
brother
stopping by, buddy."
Max. Brother
The story
Max.
about the Indianapolis the story. about the
Hmm.
Indianapolis in Jaws. Great writing performance from Shaw.
Yeah,
Did you see a thing of
I,
that painted
he's
a horrific? Oh,
yeah, he's the best part of that movie, in my opinion. I really believe that. Yeah, if it wasn't for, I mean, it would be. I think it would be good without him, but he just adds so much to the movie as Quint. You know what I mean? It's great.
does Hard Bodies have a third act problem, or is it okay as is? I like Hard Bodies. That's a crazy question, man. Do you know that movie Hard Bodies?
Nope.
No.
Once again, and I'm not surprised that I have no idea what you're talking about. I
I think it's great. I love Hard Bodies.
don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Is it a show? Is it?
It's a movie. It's an '80s movie. It's with the dude from Killer Clowns.
Uh,
He's in he's like a surfer, like a pickup surfer dude who's living on the beach, and some older guys rent like the best house on the beach. Some rich older guys, and they want to pick up chicks, and they hire him to help them pick up chicks.
that's an interesting concept for a film. Sounds very 80s too. Very
Yeah,
80s concept.
it's a
Yeah.
typical '80s movie. Hard Bodies. I love that movie. That's what it is. It's like straight up '80s movie. I love that movie. Where are we at now? There we go. No, you're getting a lot of chats, man. Hold on here. Hold on. We got you. Hard Bodies is funny. That's right. Have you seen the Nick Cage Indianapolis Shark movie? No, I have not.
I'm not. No, no, I haven't seen it.
Dutch owns Hard Bodies on DVD and Hard Bodies. Oh, nice on
Well, that's
VHS.
interesting. Our Body's two on VHS. That's
Oh yeah,
interesting.
I want to get. I don't have either of them. I'm looking at. I have them both on eBay saved and shit. But like I said, sometimes I try to wait until I can find movies in the wild, right? Because I can just buy on eBay all the tapes I want, but
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
like to search for them a little bit first.
yeah. I think it just gets me about eBay is the shipping. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, like if I need the movie, then I'll get it, and if I feel
Yeah.
like
I
I'm
mean, I
never gonna
will.
find it, then I'll pull the trigger. But
I'm not above buying stuff off of eBay. That's for sure. I buy most. Well, that's anymore. If I want a tape, that's where I got to find it. They're certainly not going to find it in the wild. I've given up all hope of finding it in the wild. Yes, I do. I have it here. Right
Body
behind me.
Slam,
Yeah,
Captain got Body Slam.
sure do. Hold on. Eh. Yep.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh wait,
And
no, I'm not.
Crusher, if you get on my channel, I do a full review of this film. It's yeah, it's Captain's Corner. You have to do some digging to find the video because it's about last year or so. But I recommend watching it. And then of course wrestling movies. I also have this one, Grunt, the wrestling movie, less well
Right.
known. Uh, that's some pretty. And then we were talking about this earlier. It was in the same pile, so I had to pick it
Loaded
up.
Weapon, yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
loaded weapon. Yay! Yeah, yeah. It's
Well, we're heading over 2 hours there, Cap. How you
yes, we
feeling?
are. How about that? Look at that. It just flies by.
Yeah, eh? Sitting there talking, just chatting on tapes all night long. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
get back to normal there. There we go.
yeah.
So you think we'll wrap it up or what?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay. Well, I thank everybody for stopping by again. For
Absolutely.
this is our third night. Is it our third night or fourth?
Yeah, third one. A
Our
third
third
one.
night back? I
Third
have to
tape
say I
talk.
appreciate everybody stopping by, man. A lot of people hanging in the chat and still talking and everything. And
Yep.
I kind of Captain Professor Watson. What's tomfoolery?
Exactly what it sounds like. Just being silly.
Thank you, Lee. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
thanks
was
for
I
stopping
appreciate
by. Thank
everybody
you.
hanging out, man. We get a good turnout since we've been hanging out,
I love it.
and
I love it. I love it. All these people are coming back, and we get some new people, and I think it's great. It's like being with old friends.
yeah,
It's
the
like going to
captain.
a bar without really going anywhere. We're like hanging out with all these people, but we don't have to do anything. Well, you do.
That,
I don't.
that's a good comparison. I agree. That's exactly how I put it. And the captain and I appreciate everybody hanging out, man, and
Yes,
still
thank
attending.
you, Dutch Film Buff. Please tune in again, and because you add a
Yes,
lot to the conversation, Dutch Film Buff.
Russell loved Hayride to
Yeah,
Hell.
Bill Moseley, what a creep.
Hayride to Hell is a great title for a movie, man.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that, in my opinion. All right, so we're wrapping it up, everybody. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thank you
Tape
very
Talk.
much, and be sure to join us next week for Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. What are we going to talk about? I don't know. We'll
Tapes.
decide later. We'll talk about tapes, sure. But please join us right here on Rob's Put This Video on YouTube.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.